Okay, we're good.
All right, then. This is FNGR, and with us today as our guest hosts is Aeon of Dreams. That was great. Leaky.
Apples.
Wonderful. Corpulent Brony.
Hello, hello.
Faith Moliminous.
Still
Faith
not here.
or Moliminous. Oh, that's
Still not
fine.
there.
No, it's fine. And with our king of limiting, AnimatedJames.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh.
Excellent. Okay, then. Does anyone have any questions before I drone on and bore the living crap out of our guest and he runs off in terror? How about you, Leaky? You got?
You can start off.
All right, excellent. James, what person do you have the most irrational hatred for as like a brony Skype, like otherwise? Everybody out there, they're like, you don't have a good reason not to like them, but you do.
Wow, this is some opening question you got here.
I know.
Personal problems in your life right now? Because that's a weird first question. to
I'll
start
skip out. Okay, let's go here. What did you go, James? What did you go to college for?
with. I went to college for like 3 days.
That's not what I meant, but that's fine. All right, let's go over to where James at. Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
James, what was your favorite movie of 2014?
Ooh, Birdman. You ever saw Birdman? Or
I meant
something virtue of ignorance? with Michael Keaton.
We really should have sat here and practiced the movies. I was like, oh, I love movies too.
That
I didn't realize you were Indian.
Dead silence after my answer.
I'm sorry, my mic was actually permanently muted that entire time.
Let's start
I
over.
did not
How
realize.
convenient.
Yes, let's start over. Faith Moliminous.
I'm sorry, what's up?
Hi, Faith. I'm bombing and dying with all my questions.
I was just thinking you guys were ignoring me then.
No, I was thinking that too. I thought you just literally got bored or you're like dying from embarrassment of us, and I was like, okay, fine, be
No,
here.
you guys haven't reached that level yet. I will probably give you actually, like, you were talking about the college and stuff. I was actually curious. Do you, like, right now I'm in school for film and, web design and stuff. An art school or something like that?
Well, I made a decision. I made a pact to myself, a resolution, if you will, to start making smart life decisions, and going to an art would completely just destroy that resolution.
That's true.
But thumb.
You've literally stepped on everything that Faith is doing. You are wonderful.
Hey,
you are a wonderful person. I love you.
Well, that was mostly a joke, but honestly, if you don't have to go to school in order to get good at art, because art should be, in order to be an artist, you have to, be completely, at the same time, detached from the world, and at the same time, attached to what's going on around you, because that's where like the form comes from. But if you're really if you're in school, then school is going to make your art become like everybody else's art, and you shouldn't do that. You should just do your own thing. At least that's my opinion on art school.
Well,
You're not, are you?
I am actually on scholarships. I'm paying a very, very small amount.
well,
Alright,
you're
that is-
specifically for graphic design.
That is at least that's a.
I'm not actually here for graphic design. Graphic design was something I wanted to do, but it just seems oversaturated right now. So entry-level positions that would pay enough for a living wage just seemed too hard to get. Went for a double with video and web. The workload sucks, but it's probably the most secure option, and it makes me more valuable to, people, so.
Well, honestly, I'm a YouTube partner. I live on my own, doing what I'm doing now. So why would I need art school?
I was about to
I'm
ask.
a partner too, and I make enough, like, $2 to $3 grand each month right now, but I don't know if it's what I want to keep on doing. So.
Oh well, I respect that. Contrary to that, I pretty much know what I'd like to do, and what I'm doing right now is exactly what I'd like to do.
Okay, then.
By the way, I'm really sorry if I.
Oh no!
no.
I mean,
Because you said, because
so offended,
like
I'm so
Anthony
angry.
said that I just completely
Sheldon, calm
crushed
down. We'll get to you in a minute.
everything that Faith is doing with
No,
his
no, no.
life, and I was like, oh, should I sign out now? I'm dead to you guys.
You cannot insult anyone here.
Yeah.
You can't. Not even if you tried, you couldn't do it.
are you at work right now?
Yes. No.
No, I'm not at
got
work
it.
right now.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Sheldon, change your avatar.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
In his car.
I can't.
Oh, well, you know what? I could change the thing, whatever, it's fine. It won't be on the... Is it on the live... If it's on the live stream, who cares? I don't care. Hey, parental explicit thingamajig
I
at
can
the
block
beginning
it
of
on
the...
the live stream. Just give me a
Fuck 'em.
second.
Nope, our rating's gone.
Yep, I don't care.
So, James, in our defense, a lot of us didn't see very many movies in 2014. What about, like,
Wait, what was the movie?
Yeah.
time favorite movies? Like, what's your favorite movie or favorite couple of movies?
Actually, really quick, I swear, I'll let you go, Licky. You said you were partnered with somebody, James. I meant to ask, since you brought that up. Who are you partnered with?
If you wish
Full
to
screening.
disclose that. Oh, really? Full screen? I
Yeah.
was with full screen for a bit.
Uh-oh,
All right.
the cattiness is coming out.
No, they're not bad. I don't have any gripe with full screen. Maker Studios is the only one that I really didn't like.
Alright.
Full screen is fine.
What did you switch to? What are you with now?
He's of freedom.
I am. Oh, thanks for.
Sorry.
Yes,
Did
I
you-
am
what-
currently with Freedom. Freedom is
Okay.
a more newer network, but they offered me 90% of my earnings, so I didn't really want to turn that down. That was like so much more than I was getting with anyone else.
Can I be honest with you guys? I was really looking forward to talking about movies, and now that you completely detracted into this conversation, I'm a little disappointed.
Well,
No, okay,
good
when you
job,
say
Dave.
your favorite movies, you probably have seen them. I was fiddling with my mic.
Well, my all-time favorite movies, in terms of live action, The Wolf of Wall Street,
Oh, good one.
recently Birdman, pretty much any Jim Carrey movie that came out during the 90s.
Oh, I've
I
lost all
love those.
respect for you.
That's
No, I love Jim Carrey. I love Wolf on
During the
Wall Street.
90s.
Oh, okay.
And if you lost all respect for me there, then I've lost you just now.
Oh.
Did you say Jim
Oh,
Carrey? Did you say 90s Jim Carrey movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
me, myself, and
when I
Irene?
was a kid, I would multiple VHS copies of
Oh, you-
Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, not so
Well,
much that one.
Yeah, that was a pretty horrible movie.
But like,
Thank you
but
for
like
making
Liar
my
of
case.
Liar, The Truman Show. I know there
Me, myself, and
was
Irene.
one before that.
Truman Show
I
was
like
great.
So the Truman Show is like, everyone saw the Truman Show, is like,
Look,
oh, I
it's
guess
horrible.
Jim Carrey can do serious. And then, what was that one he did? It's like Eternal Sunshine. Everyone's like, maybe Jim Carrey can't do serious movies. That was weird.
I never saw The Eternal Sunshine. But I did see like. See, this is what happens when there are too many people. They just talk all over each other. But
Yeah, good job.
I did see like half of the number 23 before I just had to say screw this and just turn it off. So, like Jim Carrey can do. It's his face, just his face. It just is preventing him from doing serious acting.
Mhm.
Like he could do like a Holocaust movie, and it will be the funniest Holocaust movie you will ever see.
That's true.
Oh, God.
Good question.
I was just asking about me, myself, and Irene.
Oh,
That's all I would say.
Oh, I saw that. It wasn't as good as his stuff in the '90s, but it was okay. It was.
When did that come out?
Honestly, that started to show
Oh,
the decline of his
2000.
movies.
He knows his Jim Carrey.
oh.
I would not want to do that.
From after talking with
describe
James,
things
I think James is being such a brutal bastard.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I cannot talk to multiple people for very long before I can't move my mouth from not talking to people, which is why I'm kind of stuttering,
I thought you were doing
frequently
great, man.
while I'm talking.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I was a kid. I'm probably the youngest one here, but
I'm
I
back.
didn't really follow actors per se, so I didn't know he was in the Truman Show, and I was probably too young to actually appreciate the things in the Truman Show, but that was actually a pretty great movie. So if that's the stuff that he does, then he's probably one of my favorite actors. Then that, and I also watch Ace Ventura.
I gotta say, observation that I thought was kind of funny was that the Truman Show got nominated for a bunch of awards, including a few Academy Awards. None of the awards involved none of the Academy Awards involved Jim Carrey at his. They were all about the director, the screenwriter, I think, the supporting actor, but not the main actor, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I think the Academy of Arts and Science just said, yeah, his face is still too goofy for a serious, prestigious. So, yeah, I just found that hilarious that, when it comes to the Academy Award, he did not make the cut, even though he really did make that movie, the movie that it was.
Oh no, absolutely.
So much.
How often do you do something in your normal day life and think to yourself, I wonder if I'm just in the Truman Show, and I wonder what people will think if I do this.
You feel like someone's watching you, I'm guessing.
You're a huge Matrix fan.
Yeah, like he is that estranged gun nut hanging off in the corner.
Like
there.
the blue pill.
AnimatedJames, this is your last chance. You take the red pill and really.
Blew it,
Take the red
Peter.
pill,
I'm actually
like
starving.
MOP.
Can I take both?
Yeah.
Yes, let's see what happens.
It might cause diarrhea, vomiting, and nausea. So
Well, we were just commenting. I think this fits pretty good when we were irritating you earlier. Have you ever been a fan of someone that you pissed off?
Or embarrass yourself in.
Yeah.
Again with the entrapment personal attack questions.
What the hell? That's a
I've done-
normal question. With man.
I've actually done that before, because when I was growing up and I was big into the art stuff, we had a bunch of artists from Bleach and stuff. I don't know how my school swung this, but we got some of the American artists who did whatever with Funimation. I'm assuming it was Funimation at the time, I think. But they came to our school and they were teaching us some styles and stuff. And when they were there, they kept on asking me stuff about the show after I had said I was a fan. And I was kind of a fan, but I didn't know a lot about the show. So every time they asked me a question and I just gave them a bullshit answer, they would just be like, huh, oh, that's interesting. And I was bullshitting, but I was I was deep in the lies, and I just had to keep on going. And I after a while, I just went in a corner and just I didn't even look at them. I felt, and they were such great artists too. It would have been amazing to actually talk to them and not made an ass of myself. But
I think. Did he?
Oh, he's still there. Don't you see your?
Oh, I thought that was a still image, dude. He was
he was rolling his
getting
eyes.
out of
at
here.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to save it for you by sharing an embarrassing moment.
I don't know.
I'm sure your moment was very embarrassing, and I hope you're not
All right.
offended by the fact that I completely zoned out through the entire thing.
No, that's cool. Tell you what. Corpulent
Alright,
Brony
cool.
has a question for you from about 7
gosh.
months. Oh, yes, you do. I'll do it if you don't.
Yeah,
Alright, so
yeah.
what's your
Obviously,
question?
it's an optional question. But a few months ago on your Tumblr, we too, so it's a different thing. Do you want to talk anything about what went down or what happened?
Honestly, it's really not worth being brought up again. It's find out eventually. because it is the internet, and I can guarantee you it is on the internet. So, like, if you guys find out something unexpectedly weird about me, then just know that, hey, I warned you ahead of time, and just accept me for who I am.
Oh yeah, the only reason why I ask is because you said that you really wanted to talk about it or so. But no, if you're already
and I did do that.
Okay.
Over the course of a few months, I did talk about it and express my feelings to a very varied group of people, and I'm completely over it.
Good.
In fact,
Good.
I'm in a way better place right now than I was when that thing happened. And, honestly, I don't even care about it anymore, because right now I'm at the stage in my life where I really do not care what other people think of me, and I just to continue to live my life and continue to pursue my own happiness.
That's the way you got to do it, man. So, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, Full House is over. Back to
Oh.
Actually, going back to movies, because you said you like movies. I don't know about you, but what's your favorite? Just out of the blue, what's your favorite Will Smith movie?
Ooh.
Chirp. I think that's...
they're all so
Independence Day, of course.
What? They're not all horrible.
I don't watch that many Will Smith movies. That's the thing. And the ones that I did watch, did they ever make a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air movie? Because even though I've never seen it, that's got to be my favorite movie.
I wish they
What about iRobot was pretty good.
Really? I didn't really like iRobot, to be honest. I found it him.
You know what? The one
I do
about
remember
The Pursuit of Happiness.
I do remember The Pursuit of Happiness, and I do remember it being a very emotional and inspiring film. So I guess that would be my favorite Will Smith movie.
Yeah. I actually did enjoy that one, too.
I wanted to piss all of you off by After Earth.
I think we would have figured that out. I'd have been like, okay. I would have fired back with, I'm not surprised for a guy who liked Tim and Eric's Super Awesome Super Show, whatever it's called.
Wait, you didn't like that?
When did I... No. Wait.
Corpulent,
When did I ever say...
Corpulent
Excuse me!
Yes, sir.
Excuse me!
Yes, sir.
When did I ever say I like that show?
Corpulent sent me a link to a channel that's, what is it, FAQ or whatever, frequently asked questions.
On his Tumblr.
Yeah, something like that. And I was going to ask you eventually...
On that FAQ, I say I despise Tim and Eric.
Oh, I missed
The exact opposite of like.
Well, this
Where
Where the hell are you getting your information?
Okay, I take
this
back.
backfired.
I actually didn't mind that movie. Again, I was really young. I haven't rewatched it in my...
If you say
later
anything
years.
positive about those two guys, going off right now.
I was 12.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's fine.
Oh
That's totally
boy,
fine.
this is blown up really bad. This is...
To be fair, I'm only like 6 years older now, but...
I'm not saying this isn't an entertaining podcast. I'm saying that we are not getting guest at all. Holy
You
crap!
guys aren't...
Oh, trust me, you are. You are. This is,
Hey, I'm
this is,
totally
this is
getting
really
along
fun,
with you.
and I'm really enjoying myself.
Right
With
now.
that said, I hate all of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Except
I
for
love
me.
you, James. You're pretty.
Loves me.
You're pretty.
Oh yeah, I thought the...
Hey, James,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm a masochist, so this all fits in well.
Oh, God, that's... He jizzed in his pants.
Yeah.
Just when you said that.
So James, speaking of TV shows, are there any shows that you like, or are you one of those movie only snobs?
Oh, boy.
Oh no! I very. Okay, a question is asked. I'm about to answer it, and then people just start talking. That seems to be the pattern that I'm beginning to notice here.
Yeah, Anthony.
Like either ask me a question or don't, because I'm fine with both. But okay, you're gonna let me answer it. Okay, cool. No, I'm not a movie. I watch TV too. Wow, that answer really wasn't worth getting that pissed off about. But anyway, I watch mostly. I watch mostly animation, mainly because I don't have a TV anymore. And also because I'm an animator, so I, need to watch animation. Shows. You guys ever heard of Totally Spies?
Yes,
I love
loved it growing up.
Yeah, I recently. I know it's kind of a childish show, because us as bronies we do not like childish shows at all. But
No, not at all.
I am kind of like getting into it, and not just because of the obvious that every episode has to do with some kind of sexual fetish, but although that does help. But anyway, it has this like comedic anime sort of feel to it that I really like. Like I like those kind of shows like Panty and Stocking, shows that are animes, but they really like use animation to its fullest advantage comedically. So, I really like Totally Spies for that. And also, I recently the two best shows on Disney Channel right now, which are, I think, what's that show with the haunted house? I think Gravity Falls, and I'm a fan by the fact that I have no idea what it's called, and Star versus the World. Wait, did I say versus the world? I mean versus the force of evil. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got introduced to that literally. Like,
This is the wait. Damn it! I blew
Versus
that
the
joke.
forces of evil. I'm thinking about doing a parody of that called like Scott Pilgrim versus Star versus the world versus the forces of evil.
I started watching that show, and the animation actually really, it's great,
It
and
is
the
so
comedy is
quick
great.
and fluid, isn't it?
Yes.
yeah.
I felt like I traveled into the future by watching it. It was crazy.
Say, James, I meant your biggest success. Well, again, this is just subjective. I don't know. You could dispute it. Would be your Sonic versus Rainbow Dash. Will you be doing any other kind of crossover like animations?
Yes, I will be. Mainly out of obligation. I'll say it right now. My heart, my soul really isn't into that series that much anymore. My heart and soul is really into like my other series called Sea Students, but right now I don't really care Sonic versus MLP series anymore, and I'm literally just making it for the fans because like that's what I'm mainly known for, and I just feel like, not to mention, real talk, it is my most popular animation series, and it is the only reason I'm as famous as I am right now. And it's what's paying for my rent.
You hear that? You fuck. Every time you make him do one of those, he dies a little inside.
Every time you make him do one of those, he eats and has a roof over his head. How dare you?
Yes.
Speaking of C students, I've seen that so many times. I honestly love that. Was there ever a possible date that was set for it? Like, I thought the pilot did very well. Do you have a potential date or a year that you're going to at?
A potential year that I'll make episode 2?
Episode 1. Or does the pilot count as episode 1?
You just said you watched episode 1, right?
I meant the pilot. I guess if you count that as episode 1, then episode
That's
2, yeah.
episode 1.
Some shows do a pilot and then it doesn't count towards the canon of the show. So I can see where he was coming from with that.
If I'm making a 20-minute animation, it's going to count.
You could just be an overachiever, sir. He was sucking up.
I'm a brony animator. Overachieving is the least of my priorities.
How long does that take you to make? Like a 20-minute animation?
Well, the pilot took me about 9 months or so.
Could've made a baby in that time.
So, for the energy for these things, do you just have energy continuously going for 9 months, or do you just have Adderall under your desk?
Well,
Keep in
not
mind.
so much Adderall, but no. I don't have energy throughout 9 months. I just sort of like decide when I'm gonna work on it, and if I'm feeling up to it, I just start working on it, and eventually I get finished with it. That's really how it goes. I don't have that tight of a grasp on my schedule. It's not like, wake up, brush teeth, shower, animate for 4 hours, eat lunch, animate for another 4 hours, jerk off, then go to bed. It's not like that. I just do things willy-nilly, if you will.
I think that's Minty Root's schedule.
I mean, but the thing is, like, if I was only allowed to work on C students, then I would have months. But the thing is, I have other animations that I'm kind of obligated to make. Not so much obligated. It's not like my fans are holding me down and, like, putting fire to my testicles, forcing me to animate this Fluttershy, but still, they're going to be pretty pissed off if they don't see that. So I gotta, show them that I care, but also do what I want to. And right now, like, once I finish the P series, I will be working on nothing but C students. And at that point, I'll be able to make episodes a lot quicker and with a lot more energy. So, you know what? I agree with what that last guy said. Every time you guys do make me animation like that, I do die a little inside. So thanks a lot.
That'll be the line I use for your animation on my channel.
Actually, speaking of Crown Prince, and she does the animations, are you the kind of person who would rather stick to animation as a hobby or go like a full-time job of being an animator?
I like to stick to it as a hobby that makes me money.
There we go. That works.
That's sort of what, yeah.
I don't know if that's a never mind. Let's not get into semantics. Do you MLP animations at all anymore, or?
Oh yeah, I like making My Little Pony animations because there's really so much you can do with that show that hasn't been done before. But at the same time, I care more about my original work than I do about my parody work. So I do enjoy doing it, but not as much as I enjoy doing other stuff.
Right.
Makes sense.
So it's kind of like I guess when you think about it, the MLP stuff is kind of like work, and C students, the MLP stuff is what makes the money.
You put it perfectly right there.
Man, you guys are interviewing me.
Leaky, you gotta go. His head blew up 3 times, or we're gonna have to smack Leaky down. Here, let's move on to something more fun there, since apparently we're pissing him off again. What do you think, in your personal opinion, James? In your personal opinion, what's the biggest waste of time on the internet?
4chan.
Ooh, good man.
I don't know.
Yeah, this one's kind of related to that. What site on the internet are you most ashamed of having been at? Same answer?
4chan.
Okay, cool. That's excellent.
It was a lonely Friday night.
Oh, boy.
Cheese pizza everywhere.
I lost my Cheetos bag.
Peter, do you have any questions for the man? We need some intelligence to save us now.
Just watch, I'm gonna fuck it up just because you said that.
I know. Choke.
Fine. I'll just pull this one out because why not? We need a question. Dr. Wolf has said that he doesn't like R34 as being part of this fandom. So, if you could pick something that you don't want in this fandom, what would it be? Any element of it.
Something that I don't want in this fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Dr. Wolf said he doesn't like R34, for instance.
Something that I want in the Brony fandom.
Or don't care for.
For example, the Limbo podcast.
Yeah.
Or the copious black and red alicorns.
Oh, I did say
Black and red
alicorns.
OCs.
Good on your faith, yeah.
I have to
With top
expect Crown
hats.
Prince to come up.
Black and red OCs with top hats.
Oh, you were doing so good, Faith. You had to misbehave. It's fine.
I get one cookie.
No, I'm good with that. That's fine. Good answer.
You have 30 seconds.
I knew there was going to be one question that I just couldn't answer. Either I can't think of anything. Either I can't think of an entertaining answer right away, or I just don't have an answer.
Screw
Either way,
You're full of
Like, I
happiness.
can't really think of anything that I don't want in this. Maybe questions like that. Maybe negative questions like, what don't you want in the Brony fandom? Maybe I don't want that in the Brony fandom. What do you think?
I have
What
a
do you think
question
about
for
that?
you. I have a question for you. What is
Go
your
ahead.
favorite part of the?
All the money he gets from
It's
his
the
fans.
opposite, you see.
Oh, Sheldon randomly came back.
I
Go
don't
back to
blame
working it. Go back to stocking the shelves. How are we supposed to buy our MLP's toys if the Walmart shelves are barren?
That's a good point.
Okay, Anthony, I admit I pulled that question
I know.
out of my ass when I asked it, but I'm surprised it's actually called as it is.
No, we can move on to something else here. I've got an easy one once again. I notice you have an obvious disdain for.
I'll just be selfish and say my fans are the best part of the Brony fandom.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's nice.
Yes.
Those are hard won. Be proud of those.
Yeah. You have an
Suck
obvious.
enough dick yet?
Yeah. you have an obvious disdain for Teen Titans Go. So, what ruins the show for you, and how would you have done it different?
How would I have done it differently? I wouldn't have done.
Good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yes.
The answer. Let's suppose that, like, I don't know, like what that was. It's a Cartoon Network comes to you and says, James, we're big fans of your show. We'd like you to polish up Teen Titans Go. Here's a big check.
Your Teen Titans No animation, and we just felt like you really enjoyed
Yes.
Teen Titans Go.
Yes, they dropped this horrible bomb in your lap. Obviously, they're fucking with you, but how do you do, James?
You know, if they do that, they'd promise me like a suitcase full of money. I'd take the suitcase home, and inside there's a bomb.
They give you a for like a year contract. There you go.
What would I have done differently to the show? I would actually like take it seriously. Like, people think that just because something's comedy that you can just be silly with it, like you don't have to be serious at all. Things out ahead of time, and you shouldn't, take comedy seriously. But if you don't take something seriously, how do you expect for your fans and your viewers to take it seriously? And Teen Titans Go, and it's just blatantly obvious that they did not give a crap about that show. They didn't care about the writing. They barely cared about the animation. Do you know how much stock footage from Google Images they use? Like, when you animate worse than me, that's when you know that you need. That's when you know you really don't care. And I'm just like, honestly, like, a few episodes, and what ruins a show for me, when their moral system is completely out of whack. Not moral system, it's not an RPG, but like morals, like things that they think, their perception of right. Like in one episode called Knowledge, they're basically saying, if you're smart, you're a bummer to be around, and no one ever wants to be around you because you are really smart, and so you're not fun. In order to, you have to be dumb.
Yeah,
Like Cyborg and freaking Beast Boy are in that show. That's another thing. The characters are completely like characters. They don't have They don't have consistent personalities. That's kind of what you need in order to be a character. And that's what really made me think that, okay, these guys are all smoking weed during these meetings, coming up with ideas for the show, because there's no way they paid any sort of attention to making it a decent show. Anyway, I've spoken enough about Teen Titans Go. Overall, I like the show. Next question.
Certainly.
What's something, like, when you watch animation, what's something that you see other animators do that you think, like, oh, why would they do that? I would never do that. That's such a lazy way to animate. Like, what's something you see in animation that you think is kind of a cop out or is bad?
I guess mainly because I used to do this a lot. I guess using stock as backgrounds. I mean, you can use like stock images from like Google Images, like occasionally. Like, hell, I used a stock image of a and a stock image of a piano in the Sea Student's first episode, which is also the pilot. Yes, they're the same thing. And so I'm not against using. I'm not against not using stock images. I'm just against much and shoving it in people's faces to the point where it's obvious that you're not really trying. So I guess that's what I don't like about some animations. I'm trying to think. Honestly, like, whenever you ask me a negative question, like, what don't you like about blah, 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 I have a hard time because I only like to pay attention to positive things, like positive aspects of animation, positive aspects of freaking TV shows and movies. I mean, I can talk about how much I hate Teen Titans Go because I like the original Teen Titans, so I have a connection there. But in terms of like things that I like what don't I like about animation? I love animation. I love just about everything about what animation. So when you ask me what I don't like about it, I have to actually think, and then you guys just, move on because I'm taking like 5 years to answer the question. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind, like next time. What don't you like about something that you like?
I have something positive then. I swear.
Wait, actually, can I go? It spins off of this, actually.
Yeah, Faith, go ahead.
Cynical question.
I'm more into 3D animation, but when I tried doing traditional or 2D animation in Flash and stuff like that, I showed it to an animator named Made. I don't know if you know him, and he just tore it apart. He was saying, "Oh, you need to tween this, or you're using the wrong motions here." Do you ever plan to do tutorials to help people get better at Flash animation or just drawing in general?
No.
That's wonderful. All right, Peter, you're up next.
All right. I know we've been talking about a lot of Western animation.
Okay.
Is there any Eastern animation or anime that you're into? And what's your opinion on the style?
Yeah, there actually is. That I like Panty and Stocking. I really like Black Lagoon.
Nice.
I once watched this anime called Watamote about this really antisocial girl with severe social anxiety who just wants to be cool and accepted, and I could really relate to that, because how do you think I became an animator? But yeah, I really like some other Western animations. I know there are others besides ones like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. What other ones? Have you guys ever heard of an anime called Elemental Gelade or Gelade? I know it's either Gelade. If you haven't heard of it, then it doesn't matter because you don't know it.
I do not believe I have.
All right. Well, basically, it's the best anime I've ever seen, and everyone should look it up. Elemental Gelade. All right, I definitely will.
Know that he's the resident weeaboo.
Yeah.
What about me?
I was good trying to. I wanted to call
Faith
Sheldon.
has Sean in her name.
Yes.
Just
I'm literally.
really don't call Sheldon the biggest weeaboo.
I'm literally.
Yes, he's literally a T-girl.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
By the way, Faith, do you prefer he or she?
I prefer she, to be honest.
Okay, good.
But we're all
No problem,
horrible
dude.
people, so.
Well, I just called her she, so I get good guy points.
Too bad.
The audience has asked a couple questions. I don't know if you.
Yeah. Let's do those.
Okay. Rainbow Derp asks, I don't really understand the question, but she wants to know if you're aware of the deep hatred from Crown Prince.
Oh, she's screwing around. She's a good person.
Well, she
doesn't
has that a
hate
few
James.
times. I don't know.
I think she's screwing around.
Okay.
I guess I'm kind of aware of her deep hatred of me.
Okay.
Oh, she's PMing me right now, screaming at me.
She, like a week ago when she sent me my mother's head in a box, I got the feeling that she wasn't really that big of a fan of me.
Okay. That's always disappointing when she does
You
that.
have a very calm reaction to that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Continue
then
with the questions.
we've got Mr. Petey. To two questions here. What motivates you to animate, and were you inspired in some way?
What motivates me to animate? Money. No, I'm kidding. What motivates me? Ideas. Ideas motivate me, because whenever I have an idea that I think is brilliant and I just can't believe no one's thought of it before, then I just have to bring it to life. Even if it's an idea that I don't think is... Even if it's an idea that I just think will be good for a laugh, I have to bring it to life, because I really want people to forget that to die soon, and the only way I know how to do that is by making funny animations. So whenever I think of a funny idea that I think, oh, this should, take people's mind off, their inevitable demise, then, I have to do that. I just have to, because it's part of my... It's just my nature, really, honestly. The fact that, I think humor is the most important in life, and that sounds like a joke, but it's really not. And it might sound stupid to some people, but really, if without a sense of humor, we just go around being depressed all the time, and that is to live. And I fully support I fully support the choice that we have to pursue our own happiness, and that's what motivates me. Basically, what I'm getting at is for President of the United States, and I really want you guys to vote for me.
You got it, James.
I'd vote for it.
Oh wait, are you going to be Democrat?
James Crown Prince 2015.
No, I sound honestly, I sound too white. I'm going to be Republican.
Oh, you got...
Yeah, that's not going to change.
You've just won over. I have a question, if you guys don't mind.
Shoot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I also asked this to Crown Prince too. It was, have you ever seen like any sort of animation, movie, or anything, and you thought, I want to emulate what this is making me feel? And if so, what is that?
Repeat the question, because I think I know what you mean, but not sure.
All right. Have you ever seen something, in this case, most likely an animation, where you saw it, you loved it, and you loved how it made you feel, and you want to emulate that feeling in your own work? And if so, what was it?
Oh my God, yes. It was, I guess you could say, most South Park make me feel a feeling that I want my fans to feel. Like, because South Park, aside from making you laugh, it actually makes you, like, think and form your own opinion about a certain topic. And I really want to make my audience feel that as well. And not all the time, because, entertaining someone, that should be your main priority, the entertainment factor. So if you're constantly like trying to prove a point, it's like, what are you trying to do? For prove how much you love Democrats or Republicans or liberal agendas or whatever. So but at the same time, I do love that feeling of what are they talking about? Like, how am I supposed to feel about this if they don't even know how I'm supposed to feel? Like they actually got me thinking, and I actually want to think this through. I want to make other people feel that way, because what are we without our ability to form our own opinions, other than just sacks of meat?
Who you calling?
I want to make people think.
Down.
And yeah, I do agree. I actually do really agree with that there, because that's one of the reasons I like South Park over say
Huckleberry.
Yeah, because
and Modern Family Guy, yes.
yeah, Modern Family Guy, because Modern Family Guy has way too much like, let's be funny, but let's try and be serious too, and it just doesn't work with the way it carries itself. It's too one-sided. South Park, just to attack everyone, they're like equal opportunists.
Well, honestly, I don't get the feeling that South Park just wants to attack people or shock people. I get the feeling that they do care about humanity, but at the same time, they don't. They have no problem telling humanity how they need to improve, and Family Guy is just derp, 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 fart joke, derp, 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 random reference, derp, derp, reference to the A's, derp, derp, humor, haha. It's
Derp,
just
derp politics.
like random stuff. It's just random nonsense and has no to it whatsoever. I mean, if you ask the creators, they'll say, "Well, the point is to make you laugh." Okay, but what is the laugh coming from? Because your jokes are all over the place. Like you want to make me laugh at the freaking red that baseball team with the Indian names. That you want to make me laugh at how the Redskins. Yeah, you want to make me laugh at how Stewie killed a baby. You want to make me laugh at how you're trying too hard to be random and make me laugh at almost anything, and you don't have a main focus. You don't have an agenda. Family Guy doesn't have a point. Modern Family, episodes of Family Guy, the social commentary is there, and it might be like hidden under a bunch of funny jokes, but it is there. Modern Family Guy is just completely stupid.
Yeah.
Just completely nonsensical.
Yeah, and truth be told, I misspoke when I used the word attacked. It's like if there's a thing, South Park is probably going to say something about it. It doesn't seem to. I'm trying to think of the words. Favorites. I mean,
usually,
if it's going to deconstruct one thing, it's going to deconstruct the opposite too. It's not going to say, "Oh, let's support these guys," and then when it comes to their episode, "Oh, still support these guys." No, they look at things from multi-sided.
Exactly. That's what I
meant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do with my animations.
Nice.
What do you think of Archer?
Sure.
But that show's so good, isn't it?
I know, right? They just started their 6th season. I still haven't watched the first few episodes of it. I can't wait to watch it.
I just usually wait till it comes out on Netflix.
Can we just make the rest of this I Love Archer hour?
I do have one itty-bitty question. You might like this one, hopefully.
All right.
I noticed you plugged Group 5. What did you like about that channel and the content creator?
Oh, I like how he's a young black New Yorker animator who sounds like a white guy. I just really relate to that.
Oh, I never thought.
But at the same time, I just really like his show because it's something that I would try to make but would completely fail, because whereas C Students is more rooted in reality, Group 5 is more like it's more fantasy than reality, it would seem, since a lot of nonsensical stuff has happened on that show so far. And I really do admire a writer's ability to do that, and it's something, honestly, that I have a hard time doing, because I'm too rooted in reality. I'm too realistic. But at the same time, when has the ability to live in another world and put that world into motion, I just can't help but, want to promote that writer, especially if what he's doing has something to do with real life. It can't just be like a detached penis floating in space fighting meatballs. He has to have some sort of rootedness in reality. But at the same time, I do admire people's ability to, be from another world.
I have a very important question too.
Yes,
Corpulent, could you at least respin that to favorite animated beast?
So I have a very important question, and basically it just boils down to this: who is best pony?
Twist.
You're the best. Theory Brony just
honestly, I don't know why that gets a reaction out of people. I just love saying it because it gets a reaction out of people.
Yeah, baby. So what you meant to say is Flash Century.
No. No, nobody in their right mind likes Flashlight.
How much, James, to animate Flashlight?
No.
Throw me a number.
Big sloppy wet kisses.
No.
Just all around. Just send it to Corpulent.
No.
So what is your favorite animated character, James?
Jar Jar Binks.
Nope.
That was just trolling.
Yeah, I know. I was going to an old school Garfield fan. Was that Garfield and Friends?
Yeah, I watched that show.
Oh, did you have a favorite on that show?
Never thought about it, actually. I guess, John, I really relate to his character. A car who doesn't get women.
You have a cat that's an asshole too.
Wait, that's right.
All cats assholes.
No, go ahead, James.
Well, it's a roach, but yeah, he's an asshole.
So it's like Joe's apartment over there, huh?
He is in New York, eh?
That was a reference.
A reference that I got for some reason. But anyway, yeah, I like Garfield, He does... I always like that, deadpan, sarcastic kind of person. I feel a bit sorry for... I always feel sorry for Bill Murray whenever I think of Garfield now.
What, because that line in Zombieland?
Well, no, because he played... Well, yes, but also because he played Garfield by accident.
I don't know this story.
Yeah, I'd like to go too.
Well, the thing is, like, he thought that it was the Garfield movie was being written by someone named with the last name Cohen, and he was like, "Oh, Cohen, he's a bunch of really good stuff, so I'll be in this movie." What he didn't know was this was a different Cohen that wrote Cheaper by the Dozen and other bad movies. So yeah, basically, Bill Murray. Alliteration just completely screwed up his career.
I don't know what I would think if the Coen brothers made a Garfield movie, because like for anyone in the chat or in the listening doesn't know, the Coen I know they made No Country for Old Men. I can't think of any of their other movies. I know they've made a bunch of, like, most of their movies are really usually more like serious and gritty.
Are you talking?
Yeah, you just mentioned No Country for Old Men. How the hell? Why would he even think that we're making a Garfield movie?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I was thinking Hookers and
Garfield
Blow. That's the only thing.
Exactly. Like, is Garfield gonna, like, invest in the stock market and go, like, shoot up cocaine with a bunch of hookers? Like, what's going on?
Corpulent, are there any more questions in the chat? Oh, okay. We lost Rainbow Derp. I'm sorry. We failed you.
Good.
Wow.
So what? You said that you really liked The Wolf of Wall Street. What did you like? Because a lot of people like it, but they have mixed opinions about why they like it.
Oh, well, I like it because A, it's hilarious, and B, it taught me a lot about the stock market, mainly never to. And C, it is an amazing story. It's one of the greatest stories I've ever seen in movies. Like, people complain that it's 3 hours. It's worth every single second of. It never stops moving, and it's always suspenseful. And I love that about a movie.
Were you guys talking about the Coen brothers
Like,
before? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corpu.
And nobody mentioned The Matrix, or did I miss that?
Was that Kinds of brothers, weren't they? That's the Wachowskis brothers, yeah?
Oh, is it? Fuck.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, it was the
I don't know
Wachowskis.
movies. I'm showing my.
Yes.
Lack of
Sit
power
there and
levels.
play with your
Yeah.
damn pony dolls. Jesus
I'll
Christ.
just go back to.
I bet if Lauren Faust made a movie, you would memorize that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a Lauren Faust
Probably.
fangirl.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like Lauren
Bite
Faust.
your tongue, you wretched knave.
I don't watch Powerpuff Girls or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Really? Powerpuff Girls growing up.
Yeah, come on now.
Well, when
Honestly,
Powerpuff
something
Girls was
romantic.
airing, I was in my mid-20s, so no.
Opposed to now when you're in your
Yeah.
mid-30s watching them.
It's weird, like, it's weird, like, I told Powerpuff Girls now I would be like, not enough fetishes.
Well, now I'm interested.
I like Totally Spies because it's like it was like you were saying it was like anime-ish. It's like anime light. It's like this looks like anime, but it doesn't feel.
Well, no, it's perverted enough to be anime. Almost.
I just love the animation style. I love how comedic it is. I love how it doesn't take itself seriously. It's just fun. The appeal I have to My Little Pony, actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
And those analysts step in and take everything so seriously.
I was about to say we could have ended on a good note there, but Corpulent had to come in there and make it.
A lot of scenes where the girls were tied up in tight jumpsuits.
I was actually thinking of the hypnosis
That's my
thing.
fetish.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
I gotta say, the entire time watching Totally Spies, I was like, the one fetish I have, and not a single episode of this show has it. Damn it.
Well, since you brought it up now, sir.
Well, this is relevant to my interests.
Yes. Dr. Peter, paging Dr. Leon of Dreams.
First of all, like, do any of you guys have a fetish? Like, you don't have to mention it, but, like, yes or no, fetish.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a list.
Tons.
I've got a list.
Peter
I'm
put
a
it away.
furry. I think that's.
Yeah.
That's not a fetish.
Okay.
That's your tame.
Oh, yeah.
Furry's a container for all other fetishes.
Go ahead.
Like,
Go on, James. You were saying.
Oh, no, I was done.
Oh, you were going
No.
to share what it was.
I told you guys again, it's like that secret that I had before. You'll find out eventually. If
I'm not
something shows up on the internet
But
involving
there's a
me,
difference. I'm not stalking you on Tumblr to find out what your sexual... Corpulent Brony will come back
Don't
and
say it. I'm gonna come to my own
Oh,
conclusion.
well.
My conclusion is that Animated James likes sticking his dick into apple pies.
Oh.
not
Bake the
enough
pie.
apple pies in this show.
I was thinking pumpkin pie. But anyways,
Wait. Cherry.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
She's my cherry pie.
Corpulent, were you not here for the Robin podcast where I banned singing?
No singing aloud.
No singing aloud. Well, I think, gentlemen, that we've run this bitch into the ground. I think we've done a wonderful job. I'd like to thank our guests for coming on now. I'd like to thank Faith. Yeah? Anybody got any final thoughts?
I'm good.
Does
Yeah.
I love you, bro. Nice to meet you.
All right, kill the stream, Corp.
well, what is
Oh, wait,
James?
James.
Yeah? Go ahead.
What?
You were
I was just gonna ask you guys, like, you guys ever see dog shit on the sidewalk and it just ruins your morning?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, James. I'm sorry we were that dog.
No, I'm not talking about you guys, but
I thought that
okay,
was it.
if
I
you
thought
guys
that
would
was
take
it.
the blame.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah, I did. I got all limp-wristed and high-uppity about it.
Is there
so
anything
there's
you wanted to pimp real quick, James, before we cut it off, or are you good?
Yeah, any friends you want to sell?
Anything I wanted to plug?
Yeah.
No butts, please.
I guess Group 5, because he really deserves it. At the same time, I will be making a collab parody song of an Eminem song called The Real Slim Shady, called The Real Pink Pony. And it's going to be uploaded. The song is going to be uploaded to a channel called Vanna Mellon. She is a voice actress. She will be playing guys out for it. Stay subscribed to that channel, and I really can't wait to hear it myself.
Awesome. Thanks.
Excellent.
Awesome. Excellent.
Radical. Okay, kill the stream.